What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Jericho AFK. Today we've got more VR. I'm going to be playing realities, but if you notice, the image is not 16 by 9, which sucks. The aspect ratio is off. Unfortunately, a lot of games that are in VR right now do not have the ability to output in 16 by 9 single image, which, you know, should probably be an industry standard. If you're watching this and you're a dev, please make sure you have an output of 16 by 9. What you guys are probably seeing is a zoomed in version of what I see on my right eye or left eye. Keep that in mind. I'm going to try my best to show you all what's going on anyways, because the game is certainly worth showing off otherwise. It's not even that much of a game. You guys can see the Earth. This is realities, and what it is it's basically a tour simulator. Should we call it that? I talked about it a bit in the lab, and I said that I was really excited to see what people are able to do with the VIVE outside of gaming, and this is one of those applications. So this is the planet Earth. As you can see, we can move it around us, we can walk around it. I like having it here because you get the day-night cycle. You can see, you can see the US become nighttime, and then it lights up. It's a gorgeous map, and it looks awesome. Even the clouds and stuff move, so I mean, you can make it huge. I don't know why you need the Earth this big, but you can make it as big as you want, and we can play. Where are we living? We can play. Let's find our home. So it looks really great. I'm a big fan of it. Currently, they only have 4 places that you can go into, but we're going to jump into each one. I'm going to show you what it's about. First things first, I'm going to go to one of the cooler ones, which is, I think it's this one. So, loaded in here, we're in a sanatorium. I believe that's the correct way to say it. It's been so long since I read a book because, I dropped out of school. And they've made a great map of this area. Now, it doesn't just stop here, and one of the big things that I noticed when I came here is like, holy shit, this looks really damn good, and I would be willing to accept the fact that you told me, hey, you're here in real life. I could probably believe that for a couple minutes. So you just click the middle touchpad to teleport, and you have teleportation options. I will say that the game's interface is not very intuitive, but it's clearly made for research purposes and teaching purposes, not necessarily for ease of gameplay. Now, I mean, you can check it out. They did a great job. I mean, this is amazing. It would be incredible to be able to show people, places that they're not going to be able to go to or they couldn't go to in life. And not only that, but the mapping is so well done. I mean, look at this. The windowsill. Obviously, you have some issues like right there or in behind where the camera could not get it very cleanly. You have some texture issues. But, I mean, all of that aside, look at it. It just looks so insanely good. That's the only way I have to explain it. Now, that's not the only thing you can do besides just jumping around in the area. You can go up, and I can read this. It's in Russian, so... wait, aren't we in Germany? That's odd. I'm not sure why that... Unless I'm wrong, I'm not sure why there's Russian text in here. Maybe we're not in Germany. What you're able to do, though, is grab information packets, and it will take you through a guided tour of the area that you're in. I don't use them because they're kind of bare bones. I get the feeling that this is made by, a small team of people. The microphone quality isn't that good on the walkthroughs, but nevertheless, definitely shows some of the cool ways that you're going to be able to go and tour Alcatraz or whatever famous historical site is without actually having to go there. We can go over to this area, go to the dissection room. You can look inside. They did map that, but you can see texture issues in there as well. And we're gonna click on it, and let's see where we go. So we have loaded into the dissection room. It looks a little bit worse for wear, but I mean, same movement and ability to get around the area. It's just so odd. Oh, there's a pamphlet down there. Don't know why that's under there. I feel really odd about going in through an object, but it looks just like a picture, so that's lovely. Got a little photo there of what the room looked like beforehand. And I believe we can go back over here if we just find a place, and we can go into the gym. Now, I've actually not been into the gym, but let's go in and see what's up. Oh, wow, this is a pretty small-sized gymnasium, and there's a bathtub in case you want to go take a bath. And a grand piano just sitting in the middle. All right, well, this is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, there are more rooms that we can go into. You can actually This is just a drawn information, or is that like a... So they have, I know that seems weird that I just reached out to something drawn on the wall, but I promise there are information kiosks that you can go to, and you can check out, some of the translated text that they have in historical sites. Really awesome. I mean, you're able to go pretty much anywhere that you'd like to go. Obviously, the camera does not manage to map things that are not in the room they want you to see, but you guys should be able to understand now why I'm talking about the ability to have all this stuff. And how important it seems for people in school. Impromptu number 3 in G flat major, performed by Chiara Bertoglio. Alrighty. You mean to tell me we've got this gigantic, gorgeous area and that's the size of the bathhouse? Like that's it? I mean, why? You got so much space. Alright, well, I mean, you guys should pretty much understand the whole idea behind this and what we're trying to show off here. Obviously, I'm not going to run through the entirety of this tour, no matter how cool it is, but you get the point of moving, so I'm going to take you to another site and show you some more areas you can go. Alright, back in our menu, let's, oh, I didn't even show you, by the way, you can go into the earth. Don't know why you'd need to, but you can do that. Let's go to, we've got to zoom in a little bit more because these are very close together. Let's go to, actually let's go to the castle. The castle's good. Some of these have very bare bones content, like they load you in and there's just a cave. This one is one of the cooler ones. This is awesome. So obviously we are standing at the edge of a castle and you can look down and it shows obviously the town of, oh God, don't kill me. Rechberg? We're gonna call it Rechberg. Heldenberg. Oh God, I'm just not gonna talk. So it shows the places that you're looking at as well on the horizon, which is really cool. I mean, the mapping of this is done using a photo, and I believe if I pick this up, it'll show. Yeah. So what they do is, actually it's over here. Well, you know, I don't know where it is. I'm gonna just keep going around the town. Yeah, it's not over here. Okay, well, it gets a little rough, but they use a photo, and they what is it, telephotometry, I think it's called, and they use a photo to map this whole area out. So that's why it doesn't look as high quality as the place that we were just in. But this is what I was talking about. See, they have an info button. You can hit it, and it'll translate the text that's actually there in real life. They have a couple of these, but they show you know, historical significance. So let's go through here, and this is, you know, the textures and everything. It's not enough to make you go, oh, this is not that good. It's pretty good. It's just, yeah, you don't get that feeling of being in there for sure. It's not exactly. I mean, look, these are stairs, so I get it. So you can look around as well outside. I really love the fact that it shows, you know, historical points of significance there. I can see this definitely augmenting, I mean, even augmented reality for normal tours would be awesome to have this. No longer do you need a tour guide. It'll just pop up wherever you're looking, like, hey, there we go. You want to learn more? Click on it. But for all intents and purposes, VR is going to be the only way you're able to experience this right now. And there's one of the guys who's made this up there just standing very awkwardly. I always thought that was kind of funny. He's just, can I get up there? Hey, we can get up here. I don't know if they wanted, oh, I guess they did want us to get up here because he's got a photo of him. This is one of the guys that's made this game, and I'm not gonna tell you that it's incredibly creepy to be standing back here behind a oddly stoic 3D image of a person, but it is a little creepy. All right, let's go to the next area. This is one of the smaller areas. We're inside of a nice little cavern here, and they have a nice little pop-up showing who we're gonna credit, the University of insert not English name that I'm not gonna try and pronounce, but we've got, you know, a little excavation lead, you know, credit, 3D scan, etc. Really cool, and they actually included this convenient little, a sign so we can see exactly what we're looking for here, which shows tools that humans use throughout the years. And you can go around in this area, but there's not a ton to see. And I don't know if I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say it's lacking, but you definitely want to use this virtual, realities IO in a way that's going to impress you visually. It's cool, but it doesn't do much for me with, it's a small cave, and you can go out here and they have a little pamphlet that shows the, well, that's the edge of my boundary. I forgot where I was, but you get the point. I think that it works really well when you're awed by the scale as well as, your ability to move around. What you kind of see is what you get with this one. You can go over there and you can see a photo of one of the guys who's actually stuck in here. But you get the point. All right, let's go to the last one available. This one, for all intents and purposes, I think it's just one room. I didn't figure out, there's not even pamphlets here, but it is a church, and then there's something of historical note here that I cannot make out. They don't have much on here, and you can't go outside of this boundary. You can see some people taking photos. Hello! Just cool. It's very, very interesting. When they're able to map something by sticking a camera in here, it looks so much better, so much more realistic for obvious reasons than when they use the same technology that they used to make the castle that we were in. I think that this is where it's really awe-inspiring. You can just throw somebody into the middle of Europe and they're like, well, this is actually looking pretty realistic. What the castle looked like is what most people think VR looks like. They're like, oh yeah, it's cool and all, but it looks really bad. No, this is outstanding. So I wanted to just give you guys a little overview of this whole program and show you what you can do with it. I think that it's really amazing, and it falls in tune exactly with what I've been saying with the lab, in ways that VR will expand outside of gaming. I think that once they make a few more places that you can visit in this area, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to sell you a quote-unquote gallery package like a museum, and allow you to go to all sorts of different sites, because especially if they allow you to go through tours like they did in the Sanatorium, that would be outstanding. I'd pay money for that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. My name is Jericho. If you guys want to learn more about realities, there's a link in the description below. Unfortunately, we're getting towards the amount of games that do not output in 16:9, so I'm going to try and figure out a better way to do this. If you have any other ideas for filling the dead space that I've got with the screen, let me know. Otherwise, we just got a big camera. I'll talk to you guys later, though. Thanks for watching.